Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of DP Outdoors. Today we have the Kawasaki Z650, which we're going to be putting on frame sliders that I got off of Amazon. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put those down in the comment section below. I will get to those as soon as I can, and I will respond to everybody that throws a comment down below. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put up a lot more of how-to videos and also review videos, which is what this is going to be, how to put them on, and a review of the frame sliders themselves. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
Alright, this video is going to start with a review due to the fact that why watch the whole installation process if you don't like the way they look or perform. So let's get into it. Alright, we got the front angle of the bike just to show you guys how much these things actually stick out. They don't stick out, but maybe a couple inches on both sides, about 3-4 inches. My first thought, and the reason I didn't want to get frame sliders when I first started riding, was I thought they were going to look kind of dorky. I wanted to make sure I left that sleek look. However, after dropping it once and scuffing up some parts on the left hand side because of the kickstand issue, I decided that I'm just going with them. So I'm actually very pleased with how they look. I got the black and green from OES off of Amazon. Installation was very easy as well, so if you're afraid of having to put them on yourself with only maybe a couple tools that you might not have, you can get this on and install it yourself within 5-10 minutes. All in all, I'm very pleased with these frame sliders. They stick out just enough to where it's not going to damage any handlebar ends, pegs, the tank, brakes, shifter, clutch. None of that stuff's going to really get damaged anymore, thankfully, due to these frame sliders. I'll probably end up getting the front axle ones eventually. I'll do another video on those. Now we're going to get into the install part of this video. I apologize, it was around 1-2 in the morning that I made this video because I've been working a ridiculous amount. So I haven't really had time to make any more videos. So I wanted to make sure I at least got the footage. So I apologize for the bad quality of footage in advance if it is. However, I wanted to film me putting them on for you guys. Alright guys, so we're on the right side of the bike, or the bike with the side with the rear brake. These are the frame sliders we're putting on. Kit comes with two. It's the OES. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. On the brake side, or the right side of the bike, we will be putting this one on. It's the shorter frame slider that does show the longer bolt, even though they're actually both the same length. But we're gonna put the shorter one on this side. To do that, you have this nut right here, which is a 14mm. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen that up. As you're loosening this out, there is a retaining nut in the back here. But the way it is machined in here, it's not gonna have to worry about falling out. Only when you get this the rest of the way loosened up. After you've loosened that up and the retaining nut falls out,
which is what this looks like. As you're loosening it, it will end up just falling. You can go ahead and pull the old bolt, the factory one, straight out of there. Alright, you know how I told you that the factory nut was a 14 millimeter? Well, it's a 8 millimeter hex head is actually what is going to be tightened down with here. So we're just going to put this right on, slips right in. You're going to take your nut. So we're going to use the hex head socket without actually putting it on the wrench yet, just to get it on there and started. Alright, so now we need take the 14 millimeter off, put on our hex, and start tightening. Alright, after it starts to tighten down, you're going to get a torque wrench, because you do need to torque this down. The manufacturer suggests to do around 32 pounds per foot. I'm sorry. I am going to go around 33, just because I'd like to be a little bit tighter than not tight enough in this case. There you go. One side is on. Alright, so now we find ourselves on the left side of the bike, or the side of the bike that has the gear shift, and it's going to be the exact same tools, except for this side you're going to need an extender. Alright, after a lot of unscrewing, the short stubby bolt comes out. Whew. So there is a spacer here that needs to be left as well, so just make sure you leave that where it's at. If it does come out, just make sure you put it back on, okay? It does have to stay there. So now we're going to take the longer Alright, after you get enough tension, again, this is 33 pounds of torque. That's what I'm putting on it. Manufacturer is somewhere just above 32.